Liam had a good job, decent salary, stable life, no major problems, no hospital bills, no job loss, no emergency. But somehow, every month, his bank account was almost empty. And worse, his credit card balance kept growing. It didn't make sense because Liam wasn't irresponsible. He didn't gamble. He didn't make crazy decisions. So one night, he sat down and asked himself a simple question. If nothing bad happened, then why am I in debt? And what he discovered is something most people never realize, because the truth is, most debt doesn't come from emergencies, it comes from something much quieter: expectations. We've been taught a very simple story about money. People go into debt because life goes wrong. Medical emergencies, unexpected expenses, financial crises. And yes, those things happen. But look around you. Most people with debt didn't get there overnight. They got there slowly through completely normal decisions. A better phone, a nicer apartment, a newer car, a vacation they needed. Nothing extreme, nothing reckless, just normal life. And that's exactly why it's dangerous, because when something feels normal, you don't question it. Let's go back to Liam. At the beginning, Liam was doing fine. He lived in a small apartment, used his old phone, cooked most of his meals. He even saved some money. But then life started changing. Not his income, his environment. His coworkers upgraded their cars. His friends started traveling more. Instagram showed him a different life every single day. And slowly, without even realizing it, Liam started adjusting. First, it was a phone upgrade. Everyone has a better one now. Then a new apartment. I need more space. I've earned it. Then more dinners out. Networking matters. None of these felt wrong. In fact, they felt deserved. But here's what Liam didn't notice. Every upgrade wasn't just a one-time cost. It was a permanent increase in his lifestyle. This is where most people get trapped, because money problems don't come from big mistakes. They come from small upgrades that become permanent expectations. Let me explain it simply. Imagine your life like a baseline. At first, your expenses are here. Then you upgrade something. Now your baseline moves up. And here's the problem. It never comes back down. You don't downgrade your lifestyle easily. You don't go back to a cheaper phone. You don't move to a smaller place. You don't stop the habits you've normalized. So every upgrade stacks. Phone to rent to lifestyle to subscriptions to travel. And slowly, your income is no longer building wealth. It's just maintaining your lifestyle. This isn't about math. It's about psychology. Humans are wired in a very specific way. We adapt quickly. Something that felt like a luxury last year feels normal today. And once it feels normal, anything below it feels like a downgrade. This is called adaptation. But there's another layer: comparison. You don't just live your life, you compare it to friends, to coworkers, to strangers online. And without realizing it, you start building a life based on what feels expected, not what actually makes financial sense. So your spending decisions stop being about need and start being about identity. Here's the part most people never realize. Debt is often not caused by lack of money. It's caused by mismatch between income and expectations. You don't feel broke because you don't earn enough. You feel broke because your life costs too much to maintain. And people say, I'll start investing when I have extra money. But if your expectations keep growing, there will never be extra money. Every raise gets absorbed. Every bonus disappears. And instead of building assets, you build obligations, monthly payments, subscriptions, lifestyle costs. And those things don't make you rich. They just make you busy earning. So what can you do? Not something complicated, just something most people avoid. Pause before upgrading. Every time you feel like upgrading something, ask, am I improving my life or just matching expectations? Keep your lifestyle stable when income grows. If your income increases, don't upgrade everything. Let some of that money stay. Build a gap. The goal isn't to earn more. It's to create a gap between what you earn and what you spend. That gap is where wealth is built. Redefine success. Success isn't, I can afford this. Success is, I don't need this. Liam eventually figured it out. Nothing went wrong in his life, but something quietly shifted. His expectations grew faster than his income, and that created pressure. Not overnight, but over time. So he didn't change his job. He didn't chase more money. He did something simpler. He stopped upgrading everything. And for the first time in a long time, his money stopped disappearing. Because at the end of the day, debt doesn't usually start with a crisis. It starts with a quiet belief. This is normal. And once something becomes normal, you stop questioning it. So the next time you feel like upgrading your life, pause for a second, because that one decision might not just change your spending, it might change your entire financial future.